Now we all know golf is great exercise. You're out in the open air, you're walking around, you're swinging. But what I want to find out today at 8 o'clock in the morning with an empty golf club is exactly how healthy golf is for you. Questions like, how far do you walk in a round of golf? How many steps do you take? Everybody talks about steps. Now, how many calories do you burn in a round of golf? And what is your heart rate doing during a round of golf? That is what we are on the first tee to find out. So here's what we're going to do. I've got my heart rate monitor on my arm. I've got my fitness wearable on my wrist. It's an Apple Watch with the brilliant Work Outdoors app. So it's going to track the distance, heart rate, calories, everything. And as we go on, we'll keep track and I'll keep you informed. Let's go. Big news, guys, too. I got a new driver. Well, not new, Golfbidder new to me. 888 head shaft grip, Ping G410. And I'm absolutely loving it so far. So the first key thing I want to measure today is calories, because at its very core, if you burn more calories during physical activity than you take in from food, you will lose weight. So I really want to see how many calories I burn in a round of golf. Now, I've been doing a bit of research and I've also been wondering, you know, things like guilty pleasures like a can of Coke, that's got 140 calories in it. A Mars bar, just a standard Mars bar, is 229 calories. Say like a Friday evening, guilty pleasure, quarter pounder with cheese at McDonald's, 520 calories. And say after a round of golf, if you're not driving, a pint of beer, about 180 calories. Now, I'm 4 holes in, and I'm currently at 173 calories. So to date, I've earned myself a can of Coke, but I really want to see after 18 holes what that calorie count is. And I'm going to give you that when we get there. We'll break it down and see what guilty pleasures I've earned today. Now I've just completed 9 holes and it's time to talk about steps. Now I'm going to leave distance till the end to give you a distance in kilometers and miles that we've actually walked today. But everybody's so concerned with steps nowadays, closing your rings on your Apple Watch or your Fitbit or your Garmin or whatever. And I looked up yesterday and the recommended steps for a healthy person every day is 10,000. So a lot of people set their step goal to 10,000 steps a day. And after 9 holes, I just took a screenshot, we are at 5,727 steps. So just 9 holes of golf so far is basically half your steps goal per day. So it's got to be good. Now, I've done a lot of extra steps. We'll talk about that at the end. There's a lot more to it than just going from tee to green. But for now, all's good when it comes to steps. Now, this thing on my wrist here is a heart rate monitor, and I do a lot of fitness stuff, a lot of jogging, cycling, pretty much an hour a day fitness stuff. So this kind of, this band, it's really, really good. It tracks your heart rate through all your exercise. So the reason I'm wearing it today is to see how healthy golf is on your heart. Now, yesterday, just as an experiment, I did 45 minutes on the treadmill, nice and easy jogging, and I looked at my heart rate and I looked at the calories I spent for 45 minutes on the treadmill. And what I want to find out after 18 holes is it more or less calories spent walking 18 holes of golf than doing 45 minutes on the treadmill, and how does the heart rate compare? So I'm going to show you, hopefully, that golf is super healthy, super easy on your heart. I'm a big believer in low heart rate training as well. It's brilliant. This happens. Can't help it, that's just golf. Oh, yes. Somebody said to me before, when video cameras are on you, you play way better. Isn't this the crazy thing about golf? No matter how bad you play, and I played pretty bad, in fairness I was stopping and starting to video, but if you hit one good shot and it comes off the club perfect, all seems well with the world. It's my 165 yards shot into the 18th. That's not bad, is it? Very happy with that finish. So there we have it. Job done, round complete, final screenshot taken. Now it's time to look at the results. And finally guys, to sum up the results, I've been doing some quick calculations here. In total distance covered for the round of golf, 5.22 miles or 8.4 kilometers. That is a serious distance. It's actually way more than this in the golf course, but then you take into account, you know, leaving your bag at greens, going into greens, coming back, hitting left and right in the fairway, which is me because I'm all over the place today, and walking from tee to green. So it's actually a serious distance covered when you're walking your round of golf. Steps wise, in terms of steps, did you close your rings for 10,000 steps a day? In total, we covered 10,691 steps. So just walking your round of golf, you've hit your steps goal for the day, over 10,000 steps. My heart rate throughout the round, 2 hours 35 to go round. I was stopping and starting a little bit to do some video. My average heart rate, 98 beats per minute. Now, to put that into perspective, I did a run on the treadmill yesterday as a kind of an experiment to see what my heart rate was there for 42 minutes, and it was 115. So golf is actually a lower heart rate than going on a treadmill. But when you take into account the amount of calories I spent yesterday on the treadmill, which was 416, and compare it to today's round, which was 1,027 calories, a round of golf is equivalent to an hour and a half on a treadmill at jogging pace. Now, to put that 1,027 calories into perspective, we talked earlier about the can of Coke. Did we say 140 calories? A Mars bar being 220 calories, quite a lot. A quarter pounder with cheese being 520 calories or something like that. A pint of beer, 180 calories. Now, I have one figure. If you add up all the calories in your Coke, your Mars bar, your quarter pounder with cheese, and your pint of beer, you get 1,069 calories. We just burned 1,027 calories. By the time you have the clubs put in the car and driven home and put everything away, you've probably got to 1,069 calories. So, I think the big lesson here is you can go and have all your guilty pleasures after your round because you've just done a very healthy steps goal. Your heart was in a perfect zone as you went around. You covered a serious distance and you burned enough calories to have whatever you want for the rest of the day. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hope you first effort at vlogging for Golfbidder. For me, for now, it's Donal, out.